Hello everybody. I thought I'd tell you a little bit about our water system that we have here up in Maine to get up to our, well, you want to call it a homestead or a beginning place that we're going to start building our cabin on, and our water supply. So basically what I have here is I have the pond, which you can see out there. Nice big pond, unlimited water supply. And what I want to do is get the water from here all the way up to there into the woods. You can probably see the camper way up in there. So how I did this is I got a 2-inch pump, which is right here, inexpensive one. I had to figure out how far is this going to go and how high it can pump. Now this particular pump has a lift of 26 feet and has a head of 96 feet. So basically what that means in simple terms, it's supposed to be able to lift a suction side, which is the green hose, supposed to lift up vertically 26 feet at sea level, because we know that a column of air at sea level weighs 14 pounds. But my experience with pumps is that you're really pushing it at 20 feet. Fortunately for us, I have about 2 feet lift I have to do, so that's great. So now I have to work on the other end, and that's called the head. Now the head is 96 feet, and basically what that means is that it should be able to push water 2 inches, because this is a 2-inch pump. It should be able to push it up with no friction 96 feet vertically. But we have to factor in things called friction loss in the line and so forth. So what I've done is I've reduced it down to a 1-inch hose, and that boosts the pressure up just a little bit. So the 1-inch hose is a 1-inch poly hose, which is right here, the black hose coming out, and that goes up the ways. Now, again, the experience of pumps and firefighting and brush fires, that we can pump a long ways with a pump as long as you don't have a lot of lift. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to pump all the way to the top, up to my little makeshift tower, which you'll see in a second, up to the top of the hill. So what I've done is that I took the elevation of where the final property is, and then the elevation down here, and I've got a rise of about 50 feet, maybe a little less. You add that on to the 2-foot lift that I have on the other side, because you have to factor that in, and that gives about 55 feet roughly. But also factor in friction loss. So the friction loss and the weight of the water, excuse me, coming back. So this is approximately 350 feet of pipe, 1 inch of water, and it probably weighs about, maybe 50 pounds roughly. So we're right at the edge. We're about 90, 92, 96, 98 pounds of pressure we're pushing up here. So we're going to see if it works. It should work all right. It worked in test pressures, and we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the pump up. I'll put the camera down for a second. I'm going to start the pump up, start pumping, and then I'm going to take you for a walk up the line. All the way up there, and hopefully not going to get too dizzy. Be right back. Okay, pump is primed, pump is going. Let's take a trip, and hopefully not going to get too dizzy. Here we go. The nice thing about this pipe is that you can just directly put it on top of the ground. I got to cut this root here. But unless a critter gnaws through it, it'll last quite a while. Yeah, I don't have to worry about in the wintertime because we're going to not be here. It'll drain it out. Here we go. Going up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. Through the trees. Up the hill. Now when I crossed the driveway, I double buried it, so it's a pipe and a pipe, so I won't run over it. And onto the other side. And around. This will be our laundry shed. More on that later. And up through here. And we should have water flowing out. And lo and behold, water flowing out. So what we have here is the pump side. This one here is going to be a fitting wherever we need pumped water. If not, it goes up the tank, way to the top, way up there, and hopefully to fill the tank. And when it's full, come down the center, go down here, the valve itself. This will give me water to a hose, and then this goes inside the shed where I have a filter on the inside. I'll get more on that later. So let's see what happens. And we have water. We'll go around the other side. Sorry about the sun. Here's the beast. Notice how long it takes to fill. Be back. Okay, it's been about 8 minutes, and as you can see, if I can zoom in a little bit here, we are about half full, which is not too bad. So let me go back down. Tell you a little bit about the shed. We picked up this shed locally, far cheaper than it was to build one. And what it's going to be for, it's going to be for our laundry and storage. So basically, here's our water system coming in. I have a valve over here, and it's going to go into a pre-filter. So you got any of the pond guck, because this is coming from a pond. That one there on the right is an organic filter, and then it's going to go to a valve, and where that stud is, going down to the washer in this corner, and then over to the corner and down to a faucet going out. So anything that comes in this shed is going to be filtered. So we'll have the washer over here, a gas dryer here, and this will be wired up with lights and plugs, and for outside receptacle on that side for our generator. So I can plug the generator in, I have power inside here, lights in here, and we can do laundry. We're doing laundry right now with a little mini washer, but the dryer isn't that great, and it's raining every single day for 17 days here, at least part of the day. So we do wash, gets wet. So this is the way we can do it. So, nice little shed. It's got a loft on top. I could have had the option of another one on this side, but we just wanted to get the shed itself. And it said, as I said, it's well constructed, engineered, so it's not going to fall apart. It was delivered here. I'm going to post a video that Pat took of the delivery that they had. Incredible trailer that delivered this thing. It articulated all over. This is not a big driveway. Inside here, it's about 60 by 60 area that we have, but he came with a tractor for a tractor trailer and a 30-foot trailer, and the trailer had wheels on it and moved around and all kinds of stuff. So we're getting there. Again, going up to about maybe 12 minutes into it, or 3/4 full. Everything's standing, holding. Jackson likes it, right, Jackson? Doesn't know what's going on. And we'll see what happens. Be back. Okay, as you can see, it is full. And it took 17 minutes to fill. So now what I'm going to do is go back over before I get covered. And I'm going to turn on the valves. Oops, I got to go around this way. I'm stuck. We're going to turn on this valve to dump the water. And I'm going to turn off this valve. That stops the fill. And I'm going to let this run a bit because I have to go back down and shut off the pump, but now we've stopped the fill. And above me, that's 275 gallons. So now I want to check and see, make sure the valve is off inside. Okay, the valve is off inside. So now I'm going to open up my valve from the top. And let's see what we have for water pressure, just from weight of the water. This is gravity fed. And there we go. Gravity fed water. And you can hear my truck. Wonderful. Alrighty. Check for leaks. No leaks. Looks good. Let's see what we got. So there you have it. This is called the Patrick Water Company. Unlimited supply of water. Just we're waiting for the first step on staying off grid on our own land up in Maine. Catch you next time.